Good evening, everybody. This is Brian Douglas, and I'm your host for tonight's webcast. I show that it's the top of the hour, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We've got a lot of great, exciting information for you. And one of the best things about this business is the people that we get to work with. And so I'm going to introduce tonight's guest presenter. He has turned out to be one of my best friends, actually. I met him through this business, and that's one of my favorite things, the people we get to meet. So I want to introduce Matt Ryan. Matt and his wife, Shanna, and their two amazing kids live in San Antonio, Texas. They are one-star diamond directors with USANA Health Sciences. To become a one-star diamond director, they had to earn $5,000 per week in commission for 4 consecutive weeks. Now, that doesn't count some of the other bonuses and incentives that you're going to learn about tonight that increase their income as well. They're also members of USANA's $1 Million Club, so they had to personally earn cumulatively over $1 million in their USANA business. And they have a fantastic story of starting part-time, doing this on the side, replacing their income really quick and going full-time. Now they're stay-home parents. They're involved with their church and their community. They are really balanced. They spend a ton of time together as a family, and they're highly successful in their business, very health conscious as well. So without any further ado, please welcome my good friend and very successful USANA associate, Matt Ryan. Matt, take it away, buddy.
Thanks, Brian. It's great to be here. I'm really excited to be able to get to host this webcast with you tonight and be able to share people just really the reality of what our life has become and what this crazy business can turn into. So I want to be sensitive to your time. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. And as we do that, I'll there we go. As we do that, I'll be sure to share a little bit more of my stories and kind of how some of this all came about to be. But the reality is that this crazy business, when I first got started, I was a landscape contractor and I was working tons and tons of hours. I was working nights at UPS. In fact, I would clock in at 3 o'clock in the morning, get done with school, and then go straight to university where I was working on a degree in business. When I get done with that, I would go check on my crews in the landscape contracting business. And I'll tell you, it was crazy. I never saw my wife. All I ever did was work. And I will say frustration was a big deal. I mean, I was sleeping 3 hours a night. I had no life. And I knew I had to do something. And once I was able to finally find USANA, or USANA found me, however it came about, I will tell you that we look at this business as literally a gift from God. I mean, it's been something that's been placed in our life that has given my wife and I the time and the freedom to be those stay-home parents, to be the family that I always envisioned and wanted to be, because I was trying to provide that for her. I mean, I was working all those crazy hours and building that landscaping company and doing all those different kinds of things to try to give my wife the life that I thought she deserved. But in reality, all she really wanted was my time. And so it's just allowed us to just have this unbelievable lifestyle, the kind of lifestyle that you read about in fairy tales or fantasy books. It's the lifestyle that you would watch on TV, and that's literally what we get to live every single day. But the only reason we got to do that is because I took some information in, processed it, and then responded to that information in a manner that I was taught that allowed us to be able to generate this kind of an income and this kind of a lifestyle in a relatively short period of time. And that's actually what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. So if you got some notes, I hope you've got some paper out, and just have an open mind. Because bottom line, I mean, when this first came across me, I was not in a position where I was interested in anything else. I was already working so many crazy hours, it just didn't even seem realistic. But when I finally had an open enough mind to really take in the information, it changed everything. And some of the things that we've put together is we really started doing homework and researching, really what it is that creates wealth, not just great income, but actually build wealth, as we learned about the secret strategies. And I want to talk about some of these. And many of them you're probably familiar with, might have been exposed to them in school, or you've heard your parents talk about some of the different things. But bottom line is, strategy number one is you want to build equity in yourself. I mean, it's the reason why you want to buy a home versus rent a home. It's just creating an asset, something that you can actually have, that you could sell, that you can will to your children, as they go on. But we want to build equity in ourselves. Another thing we want to do is figure out a way to create residual income. That's reoccurring income that takes place week after week, month after month, after doing the efforts one time. And I know there's a lot of misunderstanding of exactly what that is. So just kind of imagine if you had written a book, maybe it was a best-selling novel, And that book continues to sell years and years and years and years later. You're still earning income off the work that you did in writing that book. And that's what residual income is getting paid over and over for those same efforts that were done one time. The other thing is, of course, leverage. And part of leverage is just being able to understand that we can accomplish a whole lot more with more people than we can just on our own power. And so when I finally really understood that, J. Paul Getty said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. And that's something that I've taken to heart and really come to realize. And that's another strategy that we implement here. And of course, here's the picture of exactly that I was just talking about. You can leverage time without having any employees. And that's one of the beautiful things about this business that you're going to see. Capitalizing on a global marketplace. When I had a landscaping company, I was limited to the number of customers and clients I could have. Obviously, they were going to be within my same city or maybe just on the outskirts, but not anything, across the state or in other parts of the country or even in other parts of the world. And one of those strategies about building wealth is being able to take advantage of the global marketplace versus just your own local economy. Of course, tax benefits. I mean, let's face it, a lot of the wealthy don't pay near as much in taxes as a percentage as most individual employees do, and people with jobs to have a tendency to actually pay higher percentage in taxes just because they don't have a way to write things off. One of the things about this that I was so excited about is the ability to be able to take all these additional tax deductions, and we're going to talk about those a bit more as time goes on. So one of the gentlemen that taught us that was Sandy Botkin. Sandy Botkin was a former IRS tax attorney who used to train the auditors. And what he explains is that the average North American household is spending somewhere between $3,000 to $9,000 a year too much in income tax. Well, I don't know about you, but for most households, if you were able to keep that additional money invested or go on an extra vacation or whatever, you'd be in a much better, different financial position. And so what I always want to teach people to do is let's take that tax savings, let's put it to work for us, where it's actually earning us more and really creating wealth versus just consuming it. And that's just a personal thing that I have. But you can do what you want with it if that's something that you choose to participate in. It's attracted a lot of great minds within the industry as well. I mean, top financial minds like Warren Buffett, Dennis Waitley, Paul Pilzer, even Dr. Stephen Covey have either gotten books or articles and different things in publications. Actually, Warren Buffett owns a couple different network marketing companies where he really understands this industry. And so this industry has really come of age where it's become the thing that people are looking for. In fact, network marketing has gotten so big, there's over 90 million people worldwide involved. In North American sales alone, we've crossed over 33 billion in just this industry. And so it's what people are looking for. I mean, people don't have a way to give themselves a raise in their job any other way unless they put in more hours to try to impress the boss to get the promotion or to get the bonus or take on an extra job. But with network marketing, just living their normal daily life, they actually can increase their income just doing the things that we do normally every single day. And I'm going to explain how that works as we go through this. So when I was doing my homework, looking at different companies, I had some criteria that I was really looking for. I wanted a company that was publicly traded. We are. I wanted a company that was debt-free and had a global growth program. We are. I wanted a company that had a proven success system and had documented, people that were honestly making these types of incomes that we're talking about, and not just some dream or somebody that lived off somewhere else. I want to be mentored by people who really knew what they were doing and could really teach me how to have what they had so I could get what they've got. And you know what? We have all that with USANA, and specifically with our team and what we're doing and how we're expanding across all these multiple countries. This became the solution to what I needed. And I needed time, and I needed money, and I wanted to spend time with my wife. And in looking at USANA and seeing how it could answer all of those major issues and those concerns, plus meet all of those strategies of that secret strategy of the wealthy, I thought, how in the world could I lose? And so let's just jump into this and really get into the details of what USANA is and what it's all about. So I'll kind of back up a little bit. Our company, USANA, started in 1992, and it was founded by a scientist, not a corporate businessman and not a marketing professional. Although there are lots of companies that start that way, our company started with a scientist, a guy who really knew the details and the breakdown of exactly what the cells are and what it takes to make them tick. In fact, when he started USANA, He had already formed one corporation called Goal Labs. In fact, he started that in the early 1970s. And what he did at Goal Labs was he grew cell cultures for the purpose of inventing disease diagnostic test kits. Well, he became so successful at that and being able to prove exactly what cells needed in culture to live in a perfect health, happy environment, exactly the right amounts of nutrients that they needed to sustain healthy, vibrant life. They were able to invent these test kits. Well, what happened is he lost his mother to breast cancer and his father to heart disease. He kind of had one of those epiphanies, I guess, and he went, you know, we do all this stuff to tell you what's wrong with you. We don't do anything to stop you from getting sick. What if we just fed our bodies the same way we feed ourselves in our lab? What would happen? And that's when USANA was born. Started formulating products for the body that is designed to work in balance with us. We have roughly 100 trillion cells within our body. So it's exactly right combination, exactly right formulation for which your cells need at the most basic building block for proper nutrition. You know, and because we've done this, it's raised the standard across the board. USANA is constantly raising the bar. How can we do it better? How can we do it more efficient? How can we do it better? We keep learning more information every day. And that's what's attracted so many universities and so many colleges that have even partnered with us in different research projects, because they're looking for and seeing the results that we've been able to create. USANA has won award after award after award. If we compete in something, most likely we're going to win it. That's just what's happened time and time again. You know, and it's not just all the major things. It's the little things too, like the best place to work for, best management team, unbelievable customer service. We had the most powerful CEO under the age of 40. There's amazing things that this company's been able to accomplish and do. And it doesn't just stop there, you know, not just within our corporation itself, but across the board. Best product in the state 38 times in a row. The Comparative Guide to Nutritional Supplements gave us the only gold star rating for a person to buy over-the-counter product. Our Dr. Wentz's book, our founder, was #2 New York Times bestseller. I mean, all this stuff is real. That's impacting the country and different countries just around the world without having to just be us saying this. This is what everybody else is starting to say about us. I mean, here alone, 18 years in a row, we were the #1 direct marketing company for people to get involved with. And that hasn't changed. We're still the #1 company for people to get involved with. It's attracted people like Dr. Oz. When they see what we're doing and the science that we have behind us, he wanted to partner with us in some things that we're doing as far as taking care of kids' health and teenagers and teenage obesity. And so it's actually even attracted him to get involved with our corporation and things that he's doing. Athletes are attracted to us. They see what we're doing. They see the difference, the impact that the products make in their health from a real standpoint. And they want to be a part of that. They want to put the best thing in their body that they possibly can. And you know what? They can trust us. And they can trust us because we put our money where our mouth is. We literally offer $1 million athlete guarantee that they're not going to test positive for a stimulant. They don't have to worry about it. They don't have to stress if they're going to get flagged for something because they put something in their body that showed up as a stimulant. We don't have that problem. Bottom line is USANA provides absolutely the best that your body can have at the basic cell level. And when those cells get what they're supposed to have, the body will start doing and performing the way it was designed to perform. That's what USANA is all about. It's truly a company that you can trust. And see, the reality is if we start thinking about the people that we know, when we think about the things that are going on, people are suffering from diseases all over the place. I mean, just look at that list that was just up there. People have got cancer, stroke, diabetes. We want to talk about really true health. We want to talk about living that vibrant life in a healthy way, which is the way we were designed anyway. We produce the products that you can absolutely trust your health to. Whether you're the high-performance athlete, you just want to improve your lifestyle, bottom line, cellular nutrition matters to all of us. In fact, getting the right amount of antioxidants and nutrition is essential for maintaining health. It's not just us that's saying that. That's in all kinds of medical publications as well. It's just many times doctors don't have time to read those. Think about what we expose our bodies to. I mean, constantly exposed to pollution and toxins and stress and kids, and the list goes on and on and on, and work and this and car problems. I mean, we've got all kinds of these different factors that take a toll on our body. We've got to be protecting our body with the best form of antioxidant protection possible. And that's what USANA has provided for us. If you look at these cell cultures right here on the slide, you'll see what healthy human cells look like in culture. They're all together, they're all snuggled up, they're doing what they're supposed to do. But as soon as we introduce our body to a fatty meal or something like that, they separate and they get all lethargic and struggle, and they're not holding together, they're not performing the way they were designed. But if we had that exact same meal and we had a high antioxidant defense mechanism in place like USANA, look at the difference in how fast they can recover and how they can start moving back together. That's a slide on, that's a picture on the far right, and how they're still able to work together. Bottom line, getting proper cellular nutrients is the way to win. So many times people will go to the health food store and they sit there and they look at the label and they don't know what they're getting, and there's no guarantee that actually what's in there is what's on the label. If you took our flagship products, our essentials, and you went to try to buy food, assuming that it's all natural, assuming it's all organic, assuming that everything is up to standard, this is what you would have to eat per day to get the same amount of nutrition that we can provide in our 2-bottle set. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think I could eat 18 oranges a day, or 70 bananas, or 5 chickens, or 9 baked cod, 9 ounces of baked cod, excuse me. You know, I can't eat 22,000 calories a day, but I can take my essentials. And we call them essential because they're essential for health. It's all your vitamins and all your minerals all mixed in one set that we call essentials. And they're designed that way because they give, again, that most basic building block, the cell, exactly what it needs for proper nutrition. Not all supplements are created the same. So many times you'll go to the health food store or the GNC or something like that, and you're looking at this wall of pills, and we don't know the difference. One says it's got 100 milligrams, one says it has 300, one says it has this, one says it has that. They're not all made to the same standard. In fact, everything over the counter that you're looking at is all produced to food GMPs, not pharmaceutical GMPs. USANA goes through the extra thing to go ahead and make sure that we're producing to that pharmaceutical grade so that you're guaranteed you're going to get exactly what's on the label is exactly what's in the product. And it's not just on 1 or 2 products that we do that. It's in our complete line of products that we do that. Everything's produced at the exact same standard, so that if it says that it has 250 milligrams of an item, there's exactly 250 milligrams of that item in that product, guaranteed potency, guaranteed bioavailability, guaranteed dissolution, guaranteed that you're actually going to get what you're paying for. And the problem is so many people are not getting what they're paying for. They get inferior ingredients, not superior ingredients. USANA starts with the best so they can finish with the best. Our ingredients are bar none the absolute best that you can get in the marketplace. Science-based formulas. Our scientific team, these are guys that are the top of their classes. They are people that could get jobs anywhere. They're experts in cell culture nutrition. They're experts in exactly how micro and macronutrients affect the cell and affect the body. And they work together tirelessly to put together and make sure that we stay on the cutting edge of technology when it comes to the science of our products, that we truly have the best of the best. Bottom line, your health is the absolute foundation for everything else in life. If you don't have good health, everything else in your life starts to fall apart. And that's what happens. And so this is where everybody starts with, is the foundation. With our minerals and our antioxidant, everything that you need. We also have a health pack version. If you just want to have an AM, PM pack so that you can keep it real simple, that you can just real quick. It's great for when you're travel, or it's great for when you're on the go, that you've just got a little pillow pouch of exactly what you need. Lyle McWilliams and his corporation actually went over 1,600 different supplement products and found that USANA was the only one that earned the gold medal of achievement for excellence as far as products that can be bought by an end user just like you or I. I'll tell you what, that's a lot of credibility. When he gave us that gold standard and when we were awarded that, we became the product that all other companies compare against. So we don't really have competition, but we are everybody else's competition. USANA is the real deal. The product is what it is. I always tell people this every day. If we compare apples to apples products, I'm going to win every time. I'm going to beat them on quality, then I'm going to beat them on price. The products are real, and they're designed for the whole family. We've got from all different things, whether you're a mother expecting a child, or whether you're a newborn or a nursing mom. We've got prenatal care. We also have for our children, USANimals, and our teenagers, we have a product called Body Rocks, which is designed for the adolescents, you know, as they're going through all the different changes and things in life, giving, again, exactly what the body needs at exactly the right time for optimal results. We have a complete line of different optimizers. These affect all the different systems of the body, and I'm not able to figure out that you need one or two of these or one or two of those, but we do have a system in place to help you do that. And I'm going to talk about that in just a second. This is that health pack that I was talking about, where you can just have a pillow pouch that's just an AM and a PM, exactly what you need, all pre-balanced, all in the right combinations and right formulas for you to have proper nutrition. If you want to customize that, we actually you can take those optimizers that I just showed, and you can figure out, I want one of these or two of those or three of those, and they'll pre-package that for you, exactly designed for you, and they'll even put your name on it if you would like, so that you can actually have exactly customized nutrition for yourself. I mean, that's unique, and you can't get it anywhere else. If you're not sure what you need, this is that true health assessment that I was telling you about. You can take 10 minutes time, fill out a health assessment, and it will actually help break down exactly what you need as far as your health risk, a lifestyle plan of things that you need to implement and consider, and it'll even give you recommended products that you should be taking so that you can maintain the best health. It'll help break that down so that you're able to actually put that customized health pack together so you would know what you need to take and why you need to take it. We just launched My Smart Foods, and I gotta tell you, I'm excited about this. So many people are on the go and they're looking for that quick shake, or they're looking for that easy, convenient breakfast. We've got this unbelievable My Smart Foods that is great tasting, it's convenient, it's gluten-free, it's non-GMO, and it's low glycemic. And I even laugh about that because it's more than low glycemic, it's actually no glycemic. In fact, there's so little sweetener involved in the product, it doesn't even register on the glycemic index. And for those of you who are really looking to lose weight and want to start it off right, we've got the My Smart Start, which is a 7-day dive into it to help really get your body off those carb addictions and really move into to living a healthier lifestyle and to continue to lose weight. But this is the macronutrients that you need to keep your body running the most efficient. For those of you who like energy drinks, don't worry, we've got one, and it's not one that'll harm you. Again, it's low glycemic, so you don't spike the blood sugar. It's cleaner, it's smarter, it's stronger. Unbelievable product, has a great taste. We have it in a can form. We also have it in one that you can mix in a water bottle. Tastes like an instant tea. Absolutely fantastic product for those of you who are interested in that. All of you that are looking at this have skin, and like me and like you, our skin is a sponge and it absorbs anything that we put on it. How about nutrition for your skin? It's the single largest organ that we have. And I'll tell you, when they launched the Sensei line with our skincare, I didn't know what we were going to do with that. We'd already built a great business off of the food items and off of the wellness products that exist, the supplement items that exist. But I'll tell you what, when this was launched, 6 months of inventory was sold in 19 days. I suddenly became very interested in skincare. And it's not just for women. It works for all skin types. I use it as well, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I don't want to be looking like I'm 60 when I'm 60. I want to be looking like I'm 40 when I'm 60. And so, especially if my wife's using it, I don't want her to use it and she looks like she's half my age when I'm that age. So yes, I use the skincare. It doesn't matter how much pigmentation, it doesn't matter. All that matters is that it's putting it on skin cells, and all skin cells are skin cells. And so that's totally revolutionary. It blows everything off the marketplace out of the water. And not only that, it's affordable. It's not like the $60, $80 a bottle like you might find in the mall for something that may or may not give you the results that you're looking for. Plus, it will do no damage. There's no paraben, no formaldehyde derivatives within our skincare. Absolutely natural, exactly wellness for your skincare is our Sensei line. Well, when you have products like this and you have things that you can offer that people can't get anywhere else, when I was looking at this business and started understanding really what those products had to offer, it didn't take long for me to figure out that you could create quite a business model out of this. I mean, think about that. Being able to have a situation that you could provide the highest quality wellness products direct to the front door to anybody that you wanted to, and the company would graciously, for sharing that information, send you a thank you note in the form of income. And all I had to do was look at how that worked, and I could see that it would make perfect sense for me and my family, not just for our health, but also for what it could do for our finances and for our time. So let's talk about this for a second. You know, so many times people are looking for financial freedom and they look for it in all the wrong places. They're looking for it in buying penny stocks, and they're looking for it in doing something like that where they can try to win the lottery and have some kind of a win. But the reality is, this is what people are facing. They're living paycheck to paycheck. They're buried in debt. They work the first 4 to 6 months just to pay their income taxes, and they can't even breathe. USANA's got a solution for that. And I saw it in the form of this crazy business model. When I had a landscaping company, I was dealing with employees, I was dealing with hours, I was dealing with trucks and trailers and crews all over the city. And the thing is, when I started USANA in business, I didn't have to have employees. I didn't have to worry about if somebody clocked in at the right time or not, or was on overtime. It was my business to work as often as I want, when I wanted, and how I wanted. It was truly the freedom to do what I wanted with who I wanted. I get to pick who I wanted to work with. It became the perfect match for me and my family. You can earn income in 6 different ways, and I'll talk about those real quick. So you can retail this. If you want to retail it and order products and sell those to end users and have them pay you for it, that's fine. You keep the difference in the markup. That was not what I was interested in, mostly because I didn't have time. I wasn't looking to inventory. I wasn't looking to do those kinds of things. I was looking just to be able to connect people where they could get the product direct from USANA, and USANA pay me for that. So I focused on the weekly commissions. As we generate a network of users and network of business partners, USANA pays us very handsomely in the form of commissions in the products that we are using and the products that move through our network. Other ways that we can earn income, there's actually an opportunity to get a lifetime matching bonus. As you get started and you start working with some of your new teammates, they've got a few qualifications you have to make, but you can actually earn a 15% lifetime matching bonus of everything your new people earn for the rest of their life, plus all the volume moved through your network. We have incentive programs. I'll tell you, these things are crazy. Here's the current one going on right now. You can win an unbelievable trip to Costa Rica. You can win all of it or part of it or part of your airfare. I mean, there's all kinds of different things that you can do. They do these all the time, and they're designed for anybody who wants to work for it and go for it can win them. They're designed for everybody. Not only that, we've got a leadership bonus. They take 3% of the total sales of the company and divide them up in leadership bonus for people who are gold and above. And I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense now because you may not understand how we get paid. But let me just give you a quick example. So if you look under the bonus column, this is weekly bonuses added to our commission once you start qualifying for some of these bonuses. My wife and I are what they call 1-star diamond directors currently. And so when my 5 main business centers are maximizing, that's an extra $2,600 per week in bonus, plus my regular commissions, plus my other business centers. So there's a huge opportunity for income to earn as much as you want or as little as you want. Not only that, there's an elite bonus. For those of you who are looking at this and going, man, I want to make $1 million plus a year. We have a quarterly bonus that's divided up amongst the top 50 earners of the company for the quarter. And within that, they divide up 1%, which is currently just under $2 million per quarter that they're dividing up in an elite bonus. So it can get pretty crazy if you really want to focus on it and you really want to take this deadly seriously. So how do we get started? First thing we do is we get a business development system. It's $29.95. Okay, that gives you your policies, procedures, your do's and don'ts. It gives you a quick workbook of how to get started and what you need to do right away. And it also gives you an ID number in the computer. The next thing we do is decide if you want to do a 1 or a 3 business center. And the only difference there is the amount of product that you start with when you get going. If you choose to do 200 points of product, approximately $225, $250 worth of product, that's a 1 business center, and you'll make 10% commissions off of all your referrals that you make within your network. If you choose to do the 3 business center, that's a 400 point order, about 450, 500, depending on what you're ordering of product, and they'll pay you 20% of everything that you generate in your network after that. When I looked at that, I just did some simple math and went, you're going to pay me twice as much money for the same amount of work. It only made sense for me to pursue the 3 business center. Besides, I wanted the products anyhow. And then, of course, who do you know? I mean, who do you know who wants to be more healthy? Who do you know who's sick and tired of their job? Who do you know who's an athlete? Who do you know who wants to be a stay-home mom? Who do you know who's a dad who's on the road all the time and never gets to see his kids? Or never gets to see his wife? That was the situation I was in. Who do you know who you really could impact their life in a way like you couldn't do it with anything else? See, that's the funny thing. When I had a landscaping company, no one ever told me the tree in the front yard changed your life. But when I started pursuing USANA, I've had countless people tell me how the business or how the products have truly changed their life. And I feel that. And the reward for being able to infect and help somebody in that kind of manner is just incredible. I can't even explain what that feels like. It just feels amazing to be able to do that. And then finally, just be teachable. Recognize that there is a system, there is a process for what we do and how we build this business. And if you're willing to follow the process and you're willing to be teachable, you can take this business as far as you want. Some people get involved just because they want to get their products for free. Some people get involved just because they want to make a few extra $100 a week so they can have some go money to go do some fun stuff on the weekend. Some people get involved just for the tax benefits. Any and all those reasons are fine. Bottom line, the person who invited you out knows that you've got something in your life that you're looking for, and this may just be the thing to help connect you to that. There are people from all different backgrounds, whether they're restaurant management, waitress, former insurance executive. I used to be a landscape contractor. One of the people who I've mentored, dearly was a former banker. Just the list goes on and on and on of the different success stories that exist within USANA. These are real people. In fact, every single one on the screen, I know them personally and have gotten to spend time with them and hang out with them. Some of them even live local, where that I've really gotten to know them on a deeper level. But the biggest thing that you need if you want to start something like this is you're going to have some training, and you're going to have some support. You're going to have to know that you've got somebody in your corner to teach you and show you a plan and a path that they've already traveled, that they can walk you through so that you can achieve the same thing. And USANA's done that. They've put together an unbelievable system where you're in business for yourself, but you are definitely not by yourself. All the people who work at the corporate offices, all the people in R&D, all those people, as far as I'm concerned, they work for us. They're there to manufacture the products that we never have to apologize for. They're there to be the customer service people to take care of my customers as we start bringing them on board to the company. So it lets me as an individual out of my house here in San Antonio, Texas, have the front of looking like I'm running $1 billion company right out of my home, because I am. And that's the beautiful thing, is it's this unique partnership. We've got our hub and personal websites that you're allowed to set up from day one, that you're able to have right there, where you can send people to your own personal website that's a cover page to USANA site. So that 2,000 page website looks like yours and you're hosting it. We've got the health assessment where you're able to take care of your clients' individual needs of exactly what they need for proper nutrition. Even if you don't know the answers yourself, the solutions are there so that you can connect people to that information so that they can figure that out for them. And that's what the system is there for. We've got incredible trainings. We have our North American events. We have actually events in all of the major countries that we're opening. We have our international convention. We have conferences. We have health and freedom presentations. We have webinars like this. We have conference calls where we support our teams and teach them the ins and outs of exactly what they need to do to take their business as far as they want to go in whatever time period they choose to do so. Not only that, myself and some of the partners that I have with working together, we've actually put together our own fast track. This fast track is incredible. It's literally designed for your first 10 weeks to hold your hand. Everything that you need to know, everything that you need to implement, all the things that you need to take on and all the things that you need to pursue so that you can have the best results possible. Where do you see yourself? I'll tell you what, when I was looking at USANA, I saw myself needing some help. And this became my solution. I was looking for a way to have a solution to the problems that were going on in my life. So I want to ask you 2 questions. Are you ready to get started? Do you just need some more information? You're a type 1 if you're ready to get started. Get with the person who invited you out and let them know, hey, I'm ready to get started. Maybe you just need some more information. No problem. Get with the person who invited you to this web conference and say, hey, I need more information about this, or I need more information about that. And they can connect you to the information that you need so that you can get that information straight away. At the conclusion of this, you're going to actually be introduced to a quick website that's going to pop up. And on that website, you're going to have an opportunity to do a little bit more homework about USANA and about the product and about the business model so that you can get the rest of your questions answered. I'll tell you what, like many of you, I was looking for a solution. I was looking for a way that I could have the business that I wanted and be able to do the things that I wanted to do the way I wanted to do them. And once USANA came into my life, it provided that solution for me. So I hope you'll do your homework. I hope you'll look at these products. I hope you'll recognize that if nothing changes, nothing changes. You see, the thing is 5 years ago, you were setting goals and you were looking at your life and you were wondering, what in the world am I going to do? Or maybe you were setting those goals of where you wanted to be. And if you look at yourself today, maybe you've achieved those goals, but if we fast forward your life 5 years from now, where are you going to be? If nothing changes, nothing changes. I challenge you, take a close look at USANA. It could be exactly that thing that changes your life.